Buddhijeevi, intellectual, what is the definition? I put it down here as one who is endowed with sharp and capacious intellect, large intellect, and sharp, and who exercise it frequently in public interest. I say this in public interest because we do come across intellectuals who are destructive also. They are not in public interest. What are the characteristics of the intellectual? Should be widely read. If he is very narrow in his specialization and expertise and not read in other disciplines, then the chances of him being considered as an intellectual when he expresses himself in subjects other than his are minimal. But we do come across people who make forays into areas in which they are not familiar. We do come across such people. But for our purposes, unless he is widely read, not merely deeply expert, but widely read person, we cannot treat him as an intellectual. He should demonstrate originality in analysis and expression. तो दूसरे जो कह रहे हैं उसको हम उसको दोहराएं या उसी को दूसरे लफ्ज में लगा दें, दूसरा वर्ड्स में लगा दें, but that is not a characteristic of a good intellectual. Should be original in thinking, analysis. Should be a good communicator. ये खास तौर से ये मेरे दिमाग में आया था because in our country I find that the more verbose you are, more verbiage you use, and more opaque you are in your written word, then you are treated as an intellectual. अगर जरा सा lucid हो, easily understandable हो, then people think that not that good an intellectual. So, really, communication is very important if you want a good intellectual with us. Academic need not be ipso facto an intellectual. हमारे यहाँ ये भी है, a government official is never treated as an intellectual. कभी नहीं. When I was in government, when I used to debate very vigorously, within the governmental circles, they used to say, "What is this? You are talking like an intellectual. You are a government official." तो मेरे पास पीएचडी नहीं था. अगर पीएचडी होता और हम कहीं जाकर के बात करते, एकेडमिक एक मेरे पास क्रेडेंशियल रहता, then probably would have treated me as an intellectual. But to my mind, ipso facto an academician need not be an intellectual unless he satisfies the prior conditions. Prior qualifications I have mentioned. Then when I mentioned about wide reading in social sciences is particularly important in our country. It is highly neglected. Social sciences. You find you can easily find brilliant engineers. You can easily find brilliant scientists, great scientists. And these days, you throw a stone and you will find through IT specialists. It's so easy. Just throw it, you will find 2 or 3. But social sciences, हिस्ट्री के बारे में, सोशियोलॉजी के बारे में, हमारा एंथ्रोपोलॉजी के बारे में बहुत कम जानकारी. पहली बात यह है कि कॉलेज में पढ़ाते भी नहीं है. अगर पढ़ाने की शुरू भी किया यूनिवर्सिटी वगैरह में ना, बच्चे नहीं जाते हैं, स्टूडेंट्स नहीं जाते. अगर स्टूडेंट्स हो भी हों, अच्छे टीचर्स नहीं हैं. And even if the teachers are good, students are good because they are not given support by the society. They have no publications to their credit. They want to keep away. Now, why I mention this is that unless there is familiarity, I think Sheilaji mentioned, unless there is familiarity with the different cultural aspects of the society in which the intellectual lives and works. Unless there is familiarity with him, and unless he is sympathetic or empathetic to the concerns and issues of the society, contemporary society, and the intellectual's output is likely not to be very useful. In a lighter vein, and with your permission, I'll, particularly our TV personality here, I propose to list about 7 or 8 types of intellectuals in our country. Mind you, it is in lighter vein. I don't want anybody to be offended. We are notorious in misusing our words, misusing English language particularly, and then translate the misused language into misused Hindi or Sanskrit or Hindi or Tamil or whatever. An inglorious example is the word secularism. Right? Everybody knows it. Now, if you are a secular person, quote unquote, you are an intellectual. If you are not secular, under our definition, that means country's definition, that is, you are not secular if you speak anything for Hindus by or in the interest of Hindus, then you are not secular. On the other hand, if we constantly speak about the injustices heaped on minorities, religious minorities, then you automatically become an intellectual. There is no need for you to try. You are treated as an intellectual. There is yet another thing. I mentioned about government official not being an intellectual. If you, by any chance, happen to be a participant in RSS functions, RSS meetings, or Vishwa Hindu Parishad, or such quote-unquote rightist organizations.
Communal.
Huh? Communal, that's another word. Secular and communal. Then if you do these things, you are not an intellectual. You cannot be an intellectual. You are not treated as an intellectual. You are rightist. On the other hand, a communist or a left-leaning person is automatically an intellectual. Then, if you constantly speak for the poor people, without knowing what it is to be poor, why a person is poor, what to do to get the poor people out of poverty on a sustained basis. Without knowing all this, if you speak about the poor, you are an intellectual. So, if you speak about the non-poor, that's a problem. You cannot expect to be treated as an intellectual if you speak about non-poor. When you speak about the poor people, you don't need to know why the person is poor or why the community is poor, what we need to do to pull them out of poverty on a sustained basis. आप देखेंगे अभी देख रहे हैं ना फ्री डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कर दो सबको बांट गल्ला हो फ्री बांट दो सबको then you are an intellectual वो बैठे हैं in the national advisory groups the more free what do you call the freebies the more you give if you recommend more freebies you are a stronger then to be an intellectual in our country you should specialize in demonology. Demon. Or demonology, to demonize a person or an institution or a development is to be an intellectual. I don't want to give you examples, but many of us will know it. Then और एक बात भी है, इंटेलेक्चुअल अगर हो, you should be a diagnostician, but you should not give any solutions. कोई रेमेडी सजेस्ट करना नहीं चाहिए. आप देखेंगे आर्टिकल्स वगैरह आते हैं, बड़ा लंबा चौड़ा आर्टिकल्स आता है, डायग्नोसिस ही होता है, ये खराब है, वो खराब है, ये नालायक है, ये गलत है, ये सब आता है. तो भाई सही करना क्या है वो नहीं लिखा जाता है. Then you are in. For that I come across examples every day in the newspapers and on the television, and also sometimes in articles. You see, people write about JNK, Jammu and Kashmir. Then army, the AFPSK, आर्मी का जो रूट्स है नॉर्थ ईस्ट में है, उसको निकाल देना चाहिए. कितना रेप हो रहा है देखो, बस कह दिया बस. Similarly, we have people who are saying that there should be no hydro stations in the country. Hydro power होना ही नहीं चाहिए. सबको नीचे उखाड़ते हैं, लोगों को उखाड़ फेंक देते हैं. तो there should be no hydro stations. Nuclear power is bad. वही इंटेलेक्चुअल ये भी कहता है कि साहब बिजली नहीं हमारे देश में, पावर पोर पीपल को बिजली दिया नहीं जा रहा है. देखिए अब वहां देखिए थाईलैंड में तो 18 घंटे हो रहा है, यहाँ तो 2-2 घंटे हो रहा है. वो भी बताएंगे, जो नहीं है वो बताएंगे. तो बिजली कैसा पहुंचाना है, कहाँ से बिजली आएगी, वो उस आर्टिकल में होगा नहीं. इफ ही इज अ ट्रू इंटेलेक्चुअल इन अवर कंट्री. और भी है, अगर मैग्सेसे से अवार्ड हो, बुकर प्राइज और ह्यूमन राइट्स का, यूनाइटेड नेशंस का या फॉरेन कंट्री का कोई अपना कुछ बांट दिया, तब ऑटोमेटिकली आप यू आर ऑन द अपर फ्लोर, इंटेलेक्चुअल अपर फ्लोर. So one of the recent one which I read was Nuremberg Award. You know who got it? There is one award called Nuremberg Award. Tista Satterwhite. She is so angry on the TV. She is so angry, bitter. But I don't know whether it was before Nuremberg Award or after. Yet another qualification for an intellectual in our country is that you should have double standards. You should have double standards. अगर डबल स्टैंडर्ड आपका नहीं हो, आप इंटेलेक्चुअल होना मुश्किल है. ये क्यों मैं कह रहा हूं? सलमान रुश्दी और नाजरीन, इनको तो डंडा लेके भगाना है. हमारा फिदा हुसैन साहब को, मिस्टर हुसैन, उनके बारे में तो वे शुड copious tears we must have. स्टैंडर्ड्स अलग अलग होना चाहिए. डबल स्टैंडर्ड, ट्रिपल स्टैंडर्ड, एक स्टैंडर्ड होना नहीं चाहिए. Yet another thing I noticed was in writing, not so much in speaking. If you write something titillating, prurient, something almost obscene, and किताब अगर बड़ा हो, उसमें एक एक पन्ने में, दो पन्ने में ये ऑब्सिनिटीज और ये जो एलिगेंट डिसेंट कंपनी में जो हम लफ्ज इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं, उसको उसमें करना चाहिए. जब करते हैं तब वो आपको समझा जाता है. इसके तो एग्जाम्पल मैं भी दे रहा हूं क्योंकि वो यहाँ नहीं है. There is a writer by name Adiga, Adiga. He has written this big book, and he has followed it by 2 more books.
Hello.
If you take the first 2 pages, your sense of your sensitivities will be affected. जो हम एलिगेंट कंपनी में नहीं बोलते वो सब लिखा है, लेकिन he has received big award. The result is thousands and thousands of copies are being sold. And when I went into the bookshop, the man said, "Sir, ये बड़ा intellectual है यार, देखिए किताब कितना अच्छा लिखा है." But the substance of all that I say, in serious terms, is that in our country, unfortunately, if you are culturally blind and deaf, if you extol what is mentioned or what is practiced in the Western world, not even in Thailand and Malaysia, इधर नहीं उधर वेस्ट, अगर उसको एक्सटोल करेंगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल वैलेंटाइन डे, we should extol it. The other day I almost got stoned when I said, "What is this Valentine Day? Why are you doing? What is this? Why are we doing that? Mother's Day, Valentine Day." Somebody who was with whom I was sitting, they said, "You should be from RSS." Give the dog its name and hang it. Now, cultural relevance and cultural rootedness is something which we do, our society doesn't encourage in it. I mention all these things in a lighter way. Some of them may not be serious, some of them are. Is that it is for us to develop the right kind of intellectuals and the right kind of intellectual institutions. An intellectual is one who has got an intellect and a cause. He should have a cause and he should have an intellect. The cause should not become bigger than the intellect. The intellect must be important. So, ये हमें डेवलप करना है. Now, what is the role of the intellectuals and what is the role of intellectual institutions? To my mind, the intellectuals not only generate discussions and thinking, but they energize thinking in the society. So normally, जो deeply think नहीं करते, उनको energize करना, encourage करना, that is the work of the intellectuals. And so they play a very important role in a society which is a thinking society. You remember Rakesh was saying, which is very, very important, very well said. In the United States, major policy issues are debated ab initio in intellectual forums, in think tanks, outside the government. They are thought. Then they enter into academia. After that, only finally the government takes over. Even when the government takes over, in the debate with the government, they get a lot of outside people to be consulted, to debate with them. Then the policy is evolved. Now we have to, in our country, I think it is very necessary and it is not yet there. We are not at least at the conviction stage. But it will be necessary, it will be useful only if we accept a broader definition of an intellect and the think tank. Not the one which I mentioned, all this long list I mentioned, not that. We have to have a broader idea and definition of a think tank and intellectual. Then it will be useful for us, for the country and society and the government. I got an example. I was thinking the other day, I was reading in the newspaper. You see this 2G scam, and there was a lot of noise about 2G. That poor old Raja, and others. Then the Supreme Court came out with two judgments, one after another, quick judgments. There was enormous exultation in the country. इतना फ्लैग वेविंग हुआ था और कई जगह पर देखिए था कह दिया इन लोगों को करप्शन है सब करप्शन सुप्रीम कोर्ट आखिर में ठीक कर दिया बट that was another aspect of the Supreme Court judgments. The one piece I read, I was very interested with, was Bhanu Pratap Mehta. Analysis, two parts in the Indian Express on what is wrong with the Supreme Court judgments or what is likely to be the unintended consequences to bad governance. This is original thinking, but it's very responsibly written in moderate language. Now, this is an example of what an intellectual should stick his neck out and give guidance to society to think afresh. That means we have to keep the windows of our mind open. Simply saying that the Supreme Court has put an end to, has finally declared 2G as corrupt and then excellent judgments have been passed is not enough. In the judgment, there are many statements which are highly objectionable in both the judgments. Coming to think tanks, no doubt issues, social issues, development issues, and such other things, and even political matters, etc., should be important subjects for think tanks to study and write about. But I personally feel that we also have the requirement of thinking institutions to study the world views and values of our culture and civilization. In our culture, we have certain world view. We have certain systems of value systems. Whether it is in aesthetics, whether it is in ethos, whether it is in ethical issues, moral issues, we have got our own. We got thousands of years of thinking in our ancient texts, not ancient texts, and regional texts, many of them few hundred years old, 700, 800 years old. Considerable amount of research is required. We have to mine all this, खदान खोदना चाहिए और लेके उसको lucidly print करके लोगों को दिखाना है. Not so much as to extol all that was in the past, no, but to understand what we have already and to build upon it and to use what we knew earlier for contemporary use, for contemporary purposes. Then we will not be inclined to or we will not be tempted to blindly copy whatever is being done elsewhere. अभी हमारा एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर साहब जो हैं अभी शायद एक लॉ पास करने वाले हैं, बड़ा डेंजरस है. वो कहते हैं बच्चों को और घर में पिटाई होगी तो पेरेंट्स को भेज देंगे अंदर. That is, parents should not discipline the children, but they use the word corporeal, etc., but the definition of a corporeal is very important. Now I am giving this as an example. It may look like right for you, but it is not. How our families live, how we bring up our children, etc., is rooted in our culture and our civilization. Why should we take what is mentioned in Norway? Why should we do that? Is it because we don't have our own systems of value? No, because our people do not know that we have it, and it is our think tanks who can work. In other words, think tanks need, to my mind, not merely those which research and write on things of social, things of political, social interest of a contemporary nature, but also on our cultural, civilizational values and worldviews. Financing and sustenance of think tanks. Now, no doubt think tanks set up करते वक्त उसको financing for a long period of time करना चाहिए, देखना चाहिए, ठीक है. लेकिन गवर्नमेंट think tanks का linkage होना dangerous है. I don't say that it should constantly be anti-establishment and anti-government. It is not that. But governments, if you expect a planned scheme or a non-planned scheme under the government for think tanks, you take from me that is ridiculous. That is what Rakesh pointed out. That is, you will have people only talking in favor of what is being thought of within the government circles, not bringing up the other points. Now, in the Western countries, we have got the culture of philanthropy. Then we have got long processes of financing educational activities, and therefore think tanks. कई think tanks हैं, उनके पास budget बहुत बड़ा है, and they have got corpuses. They are all invested, and they use them. But in our country, we have not yet reached that stage. We can, in whatever manner is possible, including finance. Now, the financing should be institutional, no doubt, but public support in financing is required. Otherwise, think tanks will not prosper. They will tend to go for government money and therefore give only partial pictures or sing the same song. जो सरकार गाना गाता है उसी को ये भी गाना गाएंगे. Publications are very important for think tanks. Lucid publications, very widely circulated in regional languages. We have to circulate our publications of think tanks in regional languages also. Now, I have been living in Delhi for now 50 years, 40 years, 40 years. I have not come across many think tanks. I don't know whether because I am not in touch with the contemporary society, or it is a fact. You are welcome to your own conclusions. But we need to have several think tanks in different parts of our country, not merely in Delhi, but different parts of the country. They have a very, very important role to play to educate people, youth particularly, educate, generate thinking, and activate others to think. They may not belong to the think tank, others must think. A thinking society is a society which is likely to do well in life.